Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Life and Business Transformation. I am Moloy Chakravarti, business coach Moloy Chakravarti, and I am the founder of Beyond Red Ocean Consulting. We have been doing this Facebook Live on the Monday mornings since the 1st of January. And today we are on the 6th episode of the Life and Business Transformation series. I'm sure all of you would have taken some learning of the first five episodes. And in case there's something else that we can do for you, please let us know. Please write to us, and we will certainly come back, reach out to you for any clarifications, because we are, and that R is a capital A-R-E. We are committed to touching the lives and of 500 entrepreneurs every year. That's our mission, and we're working towards our mission. So last week we spoke about the point of power, and I'm sure many of you would have evaluated whether you or your team members are below or above the line. Are you in bed, or are you controlling the oar of life? Quick recap: BED stands for blame, excuses, denials, and OR standing for ownership, accountability, and responsibility. If you are in bed, you are powerless. You are leaving the control of your life in somebody else's hands. If you truly want to become successful, you need to take the oar of life in your hand. You need to take ownership of your life. You need to take accountability, and you need to take the responsibility of your life. You can go back to our YouTube channel to hear and see this episode. In case you have any challenges, let us know, and I will send out to you. Today, I will speak on the change formula and the fear of failure. Fear of failure is constant across multiple people that I have seen, but the reason fear of failure comes in because we are not ready to change. Ladies and gentlemen, change is inevitable. Change will happen whether you like it or not. The choice is ours. We can either be proactive to future changes, or we can be reactive to the changes. I'm going to share with you the formula that Brad Sugars, the founder of Action Coach, uses as his change formula. And as he says, this is an extraordinarily simple, but also hugely complex if you don't understand the steps that are being followed. So I would request all of you to take a piece of paper and a pen and write this down. The formula is very simple. Within the bracket, write D into V, close the bracket, plus F. And this should be greater than R. Quick repeat, within the bracket is D into V, close bracket, plus F, and this should be greater than R. If I open up these, D stands for dissatisfaction, V stands for your future vision, F first steps, and R the resistance. Let's start with the R. Your resistance to change, my resistance to change. We are all resistant to change because we are very much in our comfort zones. But if you look at resistances, there are two kinds of resistances. One is the external resistance. The people around us. What will people think of me if I'm becoming successful? What will people think of me if I make a change? Will some people be uncomfortable when I become successful? Will some people be uncomfortable if I am no longer in that communicative zone with them? Understand this and appreciate this. As you grow, as you evolve as an individual, as you evolve as a business owner, there will be people who will be left behind because they have not grown. I'm not saying bring in arrogance. I'm not saying bring in aggression. I'm not saying bring in disrespect. But then you will have to let go of certain people in your life as you move through the ladder of life. External resistance is easier to change once we accept this concept that people will go away, or I will have to move away from people. Look at people around you. I am in my 50s, and I know how many people from my school days am I in touch with. Because at some point in time, there has to be a value of a conversation. It is not always transactional, but there has to be a value. If I'm going to spend some time with anybody, is there a value that he is getting or I am getting? Why am I feeling underperforming to make other people comfortable? It's a question that I need all of you to ask you. Nelson Mandela once said, choosing to play small so that others feel uncomfortable or others feel comfortable is not how the world should be. Repeating the statement of Nelson Mandela, choosing to play small so that others feel comfortable is not how the world should be. If you really think about the statement, it's such a terrible statement. Because I have been born with a purpose. And my endeavor should be that I should become the best version of myself so that I become the beacon of light for others to follow. You are you. And you need to fulfill your aspirations. You need to fulfill your passions. So external environment, as soon as you could realize that you need to be the best version of yourself and you need to achieve everything that you desire in life, is easy to overcome. The internal resistance is the one that is more difficult. And the biggest reason for that is fear. This mind has a great potential of finding negative in every situation. The acronym that Brad Sugar uses, and I love this acronym, he says fear stands for failure expected and realized. Fear, if you expand the word, failure expected and realized. If you expect fear and you expect failure, you will realize that failure. Because our mind, because of the childhood imprints that we have, because of the cultural backgrounds that we come from, our mind is told to be fearful. Our mind has been told to not to take any risk. Very few people allow you to take risk. These are normal fears. There are normal fears. Make no mistake, there are normal fears. If I'm sitting in the office at this point in time, and if a lion walks into this room, I will be fearful. If I'm swimming, or if I'm in the boat, and there's a bunch of sharks around me, I should be fearful. Absolutely. But there are the abnormal fears. The fear of failure. The fear of public speaking. And the biggest of them is the fear of success. We're scared of being successful. This is crazy. We are born unique. We have a different DNA coding. Our thumb imprints are different. We are not the sheep or the cattle that we will herd around with others. And we shouldn't have the herd mentality. We were born to be ourselves. We were born to be the me. Sorry about that. We were born to be ourselves and we were born to be the me. Fear of failure and fear of success is the biggest irrational fear. This resistance needs to go. And the resistance to change should come from the basic mindset that change will be bad. Change will take you to a different situation. That's the RHS side. Remember the formula. Dissatisfaction into vision, close bracket, plus F should be greater than R. Now let's look at the F. Majority of people know what they should be doing in these situations. Majority of, all of us know. But here is the challenge. Then why don't people take the first steps? As simple an example as like an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but why don't we take the apple? And for this, we need to go back to our habit formation. Remember the formula, B times do is equal to have. We need to constantly be working on the B. The I needs to change because the I knows the first steps. And the first steps need to be taken only when the I will change. Now let's look at the bracket, the dissatisfaction and vision. For many of us, the long-term change and success, to achieve the long-term change and success, we need to have an absolute clarity on the long-term vision. What is it that I want to achieve from business? What is it that I want to achieve in life? What are the things that I want to achieve? Whether it is monetary, non-monetary, altruistic, I don't mind, I don't care. But what is that clarity? Most business owners don't have a business plan, but some of the business owners do have a business plan. But very few business owners have a life plan for themselves. Like I keep on saying, the business should be a vehicle for you to achieve your personal goals. So if you don't have clarity on the personal, so if you don't have clarity on the vision, on the business goals, you are on that treadmill. You jump onto that treadmill every single day, run through the day, get off the treadmill and ask yourself what's the progress I've made, and you will realize that the progress is too limited. Now here is the interesting fact. If you take a rating scale of 0 to 10, and I asked everybody who's watching this program, every single individual who's watching it live or somebody who'll watch it later, on a rating scale of 0 to 10 on the vision scale, your satisfaction of achieving the vision at low at 0 and high at 10. If I were to ask you to rate yourself, if you are somewhere close to 8 or above on the rating scale, you're probably just living a life. You're okay with the life that you have. You're okay, but not happy, but okay with your life. Because if you have achieved the vision that you would want to achieve from life, you're not looking at change, which means you have put a capping on the goals that you would want to achieve. Either you're satisfied with the progress that you have made, or you set your goals too low. If you are anywhere between 3, 4, 5 on achievement of your vision about what you want to achieve from life, you are going to make constant change. And this constant change will help you enhance the quality of life. If you tell me that I've learned everything from life and now I will lead a life, ladies and gentlemen, that's wrong. You can never ever learn everything, because every single day is a new learning. It's a new experience. And I made this statement to a client of mine the other day. Every solution brings about a new problem, because every solution takes you to one level higher. And once you move to the next level, there will be a new set of problems which you have never known existed. If you are a 10 crore business and you go to 25 crore, the challenges that you will see at the 25 crore business are not even visible to you today. But that's where the change comes in. So if there is a dissatisfaction in your life, a dissatisfaction coming from your vision not getting fulfilled, and you know what are the steps that you need to take, and all this calculated together is bigger than your internal and external resistance, that's where change will truly happen. If you know what is your vision, if you know what you would want to achieve, you know what are the first steps, but you know what is the dissatisfaction. But if your resistance is going to be higher, resistance to change, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of public speaking, fear of what others will think about you if you grow five levels higher, what will your family think about you, what will your friends think about you, if that is bothering you, you will never change. So cut down your resistances. Cut down your resistances. Tell yourself that you are destined for something really, really bigger. And once you do that, there is no way you can't achieve what you have come to achieve. The more clarity that you have about your long-term vision, the lower the level of satisfaction that you have today, and lower the level of resistance that you have today, greater the success that you will achieve in life. Remember this, nothing changes until you change, and everything changes once you change. So the onus is totally on you. This is the change formula, and this is the fear of failure. If you want to know more about this, please write back to me, and I will take you through this change process. Till then, thank you so much for watching. Keep writing to us, and we will continue responding to all your queries. I am personally there in multiple cities every month, and anybody who wants to catch up for a coffee with me, you just need to write that you need a cup of coffee. On this Facebook, just write coffee, and one of my team members or I will reach out to you and set up a time. I will be in Mumbai, certainly, Ahmedabad, Vapi, and Kolkata in the month of September. Anybody from any part of these cities want to catch up, just write the word coffee. Till next Monday, same place, same time. Have a great big end to August. Have a great beginning to September, last month of H1. And in the midst of all that, we have the Ganpati Bappa Moria. Wish every one of you a great Ganesh Chaturthi, and I shall see you next Monday, same place, same time. Thank you so much, and God bless.